In this recording, we will be showing you how to download Microsoft Visual Studio 2013. In order to do this, first it requires that we have an e5.onthehub account with a username and password. And the username should just be your email address, and you should have been provided that by the Computer Science Department upon registering for either CS 1400 or 1405, and it is current for as long as you are currently registered in a computer science class. So in order to download Visual Studio, what we do is, you can see this giant purple banner here at the top that says the new Visual Studio Professional 2013 is here. Code like a pro, download now. And we can either click there, or we can come down into this box that says Microsoft Corporation, and we can click Microsoft Visual Studio 2013 right here. So that's what we'll do. And this brings us to a list of options of different programs that we can download, and so you can ignore most of these. The important ones that you will see are Microsoft Visual Studio Premium 2013, Professional 2013, and Ultimate 2013. And you can download any of those three. Personally, I prefer the Ultimate 2013, but you're free to choose any one that you'd like. In this case, we will show the Premium 2013. And so when we click on this, it brings us down here, and we can see Microsoft Visual Studio Premium 2013. And even though it says 32-bit, it actually does work for both 32 and 64-bit, so don't stress about that. And we can just click Add to Cart, and then it will bring us to this page right here, which is our checkout page. And so we click Checkout, and then it shows us the end user license agreement. And so, as always, we read this very, very carefully and then click I accept. And then here it shows our order. We put in our name, our first, last, and email. And then if you'd like to receive email newsletters, go ahead and leave that checked. And then we'll go ahead and uncheck it and click Proceed with Order. And then this brings us to our receipt. As you can see, it was $0. And right here we're listed, we are given a product key. And you don't need to worry about remembering that or writing that down, as they send you an email. And so right here we can see that I have a receipt, and I'm able to click on this. It brings me and it shows the product key, so that's all well and good. So don't worry about writing that down. And then it also provides a link to the end user license agreement in case you'd like to look over that again. And then what we do is we click Start Download. And downloading and installing Visual Studio does take some time, so bring a book or prep a movie to watch. And so in this case, what we need to do is download the Secure Download Manager, or this SDM file. So we click on this, and we'll go ahead and just install it. In this case, I've already installed the Secure Download Manager on this computer, so I don't need to install it again. So that is important to know, is that you only have to download and install this once. And what this does is it allows us to install anything off of this E5 on the Hub DreamSpark website. And so then once that has been downloaded and installed, we then download the .sdx for our order. And then we go ahead and click that, and it will bring up the Secure Download Manager, which will look something like this. It will list the items of software that are available for download. And in this case, I've already downloaded and installed the Ultimate 2013 edition. In your case, you will see that it will not be done. It will look like this, Download Ready, and you can click Start Download, and then this will take a little bit, and then we can click Launch, and it will bring up our Downloads folder in this case, which is where this was downloaded to, where the Secure Download Manager installed or brought this file. And so it might take some looking around, but you will find a folder that says Visual Studio Ultimate 2013 32-bit. Or in the case of Premium, it will obviously say Premium 2013 or Professional 2013. Then opening this up, we get a .iso file, or an ISO image file. And so now what we can do with this ISO file is we can actually, we'll want to use a program called Daemon Tools. And so you can get this just by Googling, and it's just Daemon Tools Lite, which is free. So we go to Daemon Tools Lite 4, we click Download, and then it will give us the .exe here, and we will go ahead and run that. And one thing to be aware of is that it does ask you to install certain toolbars and things like that, so be careful just as you're going through it, it will say optimize your experience with a ducky, and just click skip. And it will ask you to install certain toolbars. Click custom install and uncheck all of those options because we don't want that. It's annoying. And so then going back to our folder here, oh, not that folder, this folder, we once again see this ISO file, and you can see that after I've installed Daemon Tools, this icon matches that Daemon Tools icon. So we can either just double click on this, or we can right click, click open with Daemon Tools Lite. And what this does, what Daemon Tools does, is it gives us a virtual disk drive. And so it tricks our computer into thinking that we have a CD with Visual Studio on that CD in our computer right now. And so we can just run VS. In this case, we've got the Ultimate, and it comes up Visual Studio. And then we are set to begin installing.